Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Welcome everyone watching and those that are here. I really don't have a mayor's report to speak of. I hope everybody's dried out a little bit. Hopefully by tomorrow you'll be able to cut your grass. Maybe it's drying up. We'll move to city administrator's report.
Thank you. We got our sales tax deposits in today, and that rounds out our fiscal year. So we've been running about 2% over last year to date all year long, but this last month took a little dip in sales tax, and so we're ending the year at minus 1% over last year, which is still finishing really strong.
Right.
Still very good. You probably heard or saw on Facebook where there was a water leak on Gatey. There was a 1/2 inch to 1 inch hole, and our guys got it fixed at 8:30 this morning, but unfortunately some people woke up to no water, but that has been repaired. A couple of houses had a couple of quirky things that they had to go back and look into, but that has been resolved. An update on Schiller Street, I just checked in today with the guys, and the rain delays have set them back obviously, and so they will pick up working on Schiller later this week. Last meeting, or 2 meetings ago, we talked about the SCI engineering survey on the building and their suggestions, namely starting with the tree removal. So visited with our engineer last week, and he says that his suggestion is to remove those trees, or at least those 2 big trees, this summer already, after they conduct a slab survey. The slab survey is something that Archer can do for us, and then after that they suggest removing the trees and then giving it a good time frame of several months to see what the soil does after that before we address the foundation. And the good news is we have been waiting on installation of the emergency generator to find out what other kind of work we might need to do around the building. When we knew we were going to have to do the boring and digging around the foundation. So again, the engineer has given us the go-ahead on the installation of that, and we are going to use the concrete pad that is already existing out there. They might need to add some more around it, but that's where it will be placed, and Bruni Electric is going to come do that one of the last 2 Saturdays of July. So that's been long in coming, so it'll be nice to get that resolved. And the last comprehensive plan element meeting is on the topic is land use, and the date has been set for Tuesday, June 24th from 1 to 4 o'clock here at the community center. And that's all I have for now.
Did the engineer say anything about doing something with the trench behind the building?
He said we could do that anytime as well. And so we talked about that at the last engineering meeting with him, and the guys are gonna work that into their schedule.
Just curious.
Okay, thank you. Tourism Economic Development Director report.
Good evening, everyone. This is my quarterly report. Rob and Jennifer have been working on our marketing matching grant for FY25 and 26, and the marketing platform development grant for FY26. A few weeks ago, I attended the Tourism Alliance Partners, also called TAP conference in South Carolina, with the Gateway Arch and Riverboat Cruises and Perry County Heritage Tourism. Prior to attending the conference, Rob and I sent an e-newsletter to the group tour operators we met at this same conference last year. We had speed dates with the group tour operators, and we've already had one bus tour operator contact us last week, working on a 2-day itinerary for Hermann. Very excited about that. And I'm hoping we get about 3 or 4 more bus tour groups out of it, and more in the future. We continue to get bus tour group inquiries, and some are still booking for 2025, which is exciting, and others are already looking at 2026. And we've even gotten some meeting inquiries, and a couple of those are booking with our meeting venues as well. So very excited about the return on investment on that advertising. Rob and I sent out the quarterly newsletter to our Visit Hermann partners. We've also sent out our monthly newsletter and a special newsletter for MyFest. We have more than 14,000 subscribers on our list, and our open rate is above the industry average, so we're very proud of that. Rob and I are working on the Christmas page and the World Cup page on our website. Those will be launched very soon. MoDOT is updating their long-range transportation plan and their state freight and rail plan. And I've been asked to be on the Executive Modal Advisory Committee and the Modal Advisory Committee. So I had my first meeting about 2 weeks ago, and more meetings to come as a part of that, but very honored that they asked me to be a part of that. In April, I attended the Missouri Association of Convention and Visitors Bureaus Conference in Springfield. I also hosted 2 employees with the Eagleville Welcome Center and 2 employees from the Conway Welcome Center. These welcome centers are funded by the Missouri Division of Tourism. They got a wonderful VIP tour of Hermann, and we were very fortunate that they spent a full day and a night with us, considering some other cities only got a half a day with them. I attended an event at the Ballpark Village hosted by Explore St. Louis. We had a Missouri River Runner booth there, and Ollie the Otter, our mascot for the Missouri River Runner, was with us. For National Travel and Tourism Week, Rob and I took Ollie the Otter to St. George School, and the week before that, we had him at the Hermann Elementary School. Pictures from both of those schools are posted on the Visitor Information Center at the Amtrak Center Facebook page. We have had several training days for our Visitor Information Center team to get them into businesses and attractions. This is very successful and appreciated by the team at the Visitor Center and our partners as well. Our Visitor Information team continues to greet train passengers, walk-in visitors, and answers lots of phone calls and emails. And they all have extra tasks that they perform as well. So that's it. I just kept it short and sweet because I know you all have a lot to talk about tonight. Any questions?
Anybody?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for what you do. We have no public comments, no old business, no new business. We move on to ordinances. And every one of these ordinances that we have tonight pertain to basically increases. So I want to postpone the reading of the ordinances till our next meeting because I feel all 4 of the aldermen should be here. Ash is gone tonight. The next meeting, everyone should be present. So with that said, we're going to move on to motions.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor, can we read the 3 new ones?
Read what?
So the ones you're talking about are all the ones that needed second readings. Can we read the 3 new ordinances tonight?
Second reading, second reading, second reading. I thought they were all second reading, I'm sorry. Okay, I can do that. My boo-boo. All the ones for second reading. Okay, so then we will move on to Bill 25-26.
Right, for first reading, bill number 2025-26, an ordinance to revoke Hermann Municipal Code Section 340-105 regarding protective headgear requirements for motorcycle operators. So we had a gentleman come and speak about this a few months ago and imploring the city to get its ordinances in line with the state statutes regarding motorcycle helmets. And basically, the state statutes say that no political subdivision shall have its own helmet ordinances, and so that's what this one's all about.
Everybody understand that? Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve bill number 2025-26.
Second.
Motion's made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next is bill number 2025-27, an ordinance authorizing the execution of a lease between the city as lessor and Stephen and Linda Labrell II as lessee.
This is the one we talked about a couple meetings ago.
Right.
They are a neighbor to one of our buyout lots. And so they just pay a yearly fee and keep up with the maintenance and cover the insurance.
Everybody good on that? Do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion that we approve 25-27, first read.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So
If
carried.
we read it again, they can start moving the dress.
You want it read again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Bill number 2025-27, an ordinance authorizing the execution of a lease between the city as lessor and Stephen and Linda Laborel II as lessee.
I have a motion to approve second reading.
I move to approve second reading of 2025-27.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Next, for first reading is bill number 2025-28, an ordinance to approve an agreement by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Peggy Brinkman to provide blog and content writer services.
Everybody understand what that's about? Tourism?
I make a motion that we approve 25-28, first read.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Does that need a second reading also?
It doesn't have to, but if you want to knock it out, you're welcome to.
Let's get her out of the way, I guess.
Bill number 2025-28 for second reading, an ordinance to approve an agreement by and between the city of Hermann, Missouri and Peggy Brinkman to provide blog and content writer services.
All right, I have a motion to approve second reading.
Make a motion, bill number 2025-28, second read.
Motion made, second.
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. All right, now we'll move on to motions. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from our last meeting?
I move to approve the minutes as presented.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Invoices for payment, do I have a motion to pay our bills?
I'll make a motion to pay the bills.
Motion has been made, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. The next one is approve the low bid from USDI for the Luter Cemetery gas main replacement project for $530,670. This has been an ongoing thing and a couple of years, so we have to get it taken care of. Do I have a motion to approve that?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion's made, do I have a second?
Second.
Second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried.
Can we have discussion regarding this bid? No?
It's already been approved, what do you need to discuss?
I'm not voting for it. I'm against it. And it's not because work shouldn't be done. The difference between the two bids is $326,000. That's 62% less than the one bid. The company that apparently, from the information I have here, the company who is the low bid, they opened the bids, they tabulated the bids, and there were only two bids, and they got the low bid. I guess I'm just
I can address that.
concerned.
So I had the same question. So if you'll remember, USDI is our retained engineer, okay? And so I too was wondering about that very thing, why they bid on it. So, and she sent me back an email and she says, our office projects are all separated, one in Unionville, Missouri and one in Belleville, as well as our engineering team is completely operated separately from our construction team. She says, even if you went with Geating, they would still subcontract with us to do the tapping and the stopping of the line, as they do not have the ability to do so. She said our construction team is best suited for this project. And the reason it's so much lower is because, again, there are retained engineers, and that got us that lower hourly rate when we signed a contract with them.
So there's guaranteed no change orders or no additional cost to this project.
I don't think we ever get guarantees when we get bids that there won't be change orders.
It's just quite a, and I guess they sent out the bid specs to the bidders. They did everything. We have no idea who they all
Yeah.
sent them to.
Yeah, we do. We have the list that they sent them out to. We put the advertisement in the paper, and then they sent us the list that they sent out specifically to different
And
contractors.
the contractors that they know.
Yeah, and I was here in the bid opening as well as Jesse and our engineer.
That answer your question?
Sort of.
Sorry. All right, I had a motion and you seconded it, correct?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
And you're opposed?
I'm opposed.
2 ayes, 1 opposed. No. Reappoint Becky Myers to the Arts Council. You have a motion to approve Becky.
I move to approve Becky, Arts Council.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Hire Eli Kobush as a summer help for the utility departments. Have a motion to hire Eli.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion made and second. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Reappoint Leif Johnson to the Airport Commission.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion is made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Special event application, Emmanuel E. Free Church Fellowship and Pickleball, Tennis Pickleball Courts and Pond Pavilion, June 22nd, 25 with June 24th rain day. Have a motion to approve that.
I make a motion to approve.
Motion is made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. A contract renewal for Madden Media SEO and website maintenance and hosting. Any questions?
Is this the same price as last year?
It's probably a little different because we are not doing advertising into print publications. So we're doing a little more to, digital.
So it means it's less or more?
More to Madden, sorry.
Any other questions? If not, do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion is made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. Contract renewal for Madden Media Marketing Ads. This is separate from the one above, correct? Okay.
And is this the same price or is it more than last year?
Sorry, and I just confused those two. So the SEO that you just voted on is a little lower actually, because we don't need as many hours for SEO and website maintenance because we have Rob here now. But the Madden Media marketing ads that you're voting on now is a little higher because we're not doing the print ads.
So how much higher?
Oh,
3,000, 5,000, 10?
3 to 5 probably, yeah.
Any other questions? Not, do I have a motion to approve that?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion is made. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Any opposed? So carried. We have no reports. We need to go into closed session. Somebody want to read the closed session? You want to do it?
Chad can do it.
Chad?
Notice hereby given that subject of the
You
motion.
wait till the public exits, right?
No, this
No.
motion's okay. You're okay with
Okay,
it?
all right.
Yeah, this,
Subject to the motion duly made and adopted, the Board of Aldermen should hold a closed session for the purpose of dealing with matters regarding hiring, firing, disciplinary, and promoting employees pursuant to section 610.21 revised statute, state of Missouri.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have to do a roll call.
Aye.
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 So we are now in closed session. Thank you all for watching and coming.